Joining us now here in the John Fredericks Show, Pat Murray. He is in Fairfax County. He's an avid listener, sent me an email. He said, look, he says, some friends and I have banded together, and we're running a complete grassroots Back to the Blue effort in Fairfax on July 22nd. That's today at 6:30 p.m. Tom Homan, former acting director of ICE, will be announced as the speaker, and Tom Homan will be there tonight at 6:30. And Pat Murray with us to give us the details of Fairfax. Hey, Pat, thanks for joining us today.
John, it's great to be with the Godzilla of the truth here from Fairfax City.
I know Fairfax. I mean, we never hear from you guys up there. You're kind of one of the biggest cities in Virginia, but tough to get any Republicans on. Tell me what was the vision you had in spearheading this rally tonight?
It's real simple, John. You know, we see what's going on across the state, across the country, and certainly in Fairfax County, and we were spurred on that we had to do something. You know, the message is very simple. You know, we appreciate the work being done by the police every day for the safety and security of Fairfax. You know, they're out there protecting our families and our businesses, allowing our community to prosper, and we're disappointed in our elected leaders who have been cowed into silence instead of loudly proclaiming the professionalism and unbiased, you know, dedication to the rule of law, which our Fairfax County and Fairfax City police do every day. You know, the police in Fairfax are some of the best trained men and women in the country, and they serve our city in Fairfax City and the county with honor and courage. You know, the continued attacks and accusations of systemic bias will only serve to erode the authority of law and jeopardize the safety of our fellow citizens in our community. And we felt we had to do something.
Well, you have to do something, and I love what you're doing in Fairfax City. Now, tell me about your rally. It's tonight. Give us all the information. Where is it? Who's going to be there? Who should go?
Well, everybody should go. If you're concerned about the safety and security in Fairfax, you should be there. The event is at 6:30 p.m. in Old Town Square in Fairfax City. It's at the corner of North Street and University Drive, 1 block from Route 123, Chainbridge Road. It's at 6:30 p.m. We've got a great event, and as you mentioned, we have Tom Homan, a 33-year veteran of both local and federal law enforcement, as our speaker. Tom is there to give support to the police and reiterate the important message of the police are critical to our safety and security in our community, and we cannot continue to stand by and watch the elected leaders and watch the continued innuendo and accusations of supposed bias that potentially could really compromise the safety and security of our county and our city. You know, what's been going on is really a result of the Ferguson effect, where you have a sharp rise in crime during episodes of pervasive anti-cop rhetoric and depolicing. The whole calling for defunding the police is really going to create potential chaos in our county, and it's a slap in the face to our neighbors, the coaches of my kids' sports teams, fellow parishioners at my church that get up every day, put on the badge, put their lives on the line for the safety and security of the citizens of Fairfax, the citizens of the state of Virginia, and certainly across the country.
You know, I love what you're doing. Having a rally for the police, for law enforcement in Fairfax was really the epicenter of defunding the police. This is where this whole thing started, by George Soros coming in and knocking out 30-year prosecutors with basically open border, no bail, left-wing prosecutors. You're right in the belly of the beast. You're getting Tom Homan there. By the way, if you've never heard Tom speak, he's a great speaker. But, you know, look, we gotta punch back here, right? And all the rallies are on the other side about defunding police, and there's mobs, and there's shouting, and signs, and, you know, fire Molotov cocktails going around. But nobody's rallying on our side. Nobody's rallying and saying, hey, we respect law enforcement. You know, this doesn't mean there's not bad cops out there. There's bad everything out there. There's bad cops. There's bad teachers. There's bad radio talk show hosts, right? No matter where you go in life, not everything is perfect, right? But that doesn't mean you stop doing everything because of just a few terrible people. And so I love what you're doing. How do you get a big crowd here?
So listen, let's just address the bad cops comment. You know, the overwhelming majority of the officers are motivated by the desire to help the most vulnerable. That's why they're there. They're in service to our community. If this mania of cop hatred is not quelled, if we don't address it, if we don't stand up, good people will suffer further, and Northern Virginia will be less safe. Look, we are doing our best to get the word out. We're using, social media. As I said, I'm not a professional. I get up and work every day. We're using forums like your show, social media, other media, and using the community groups that are concerned with the safety and security of Northern Virginia to get the word out. And I've gotten word from lots of people that I have never heard from before, that are just as concerned as I am, and that are concerned that they're not going to be able to take their kids out to the local park. Suburban moms are not going to be safe in a Tyson's Corner Mall because of these particular issues. And so we are taking a stand. And, these events are happening all over. It's not just here in Fairfax. Last night there was one in Loudoun County. There's one on August 22nd at the Fairfax County Courthouse. People are fed up. The anarchy and the vandalism and the lawlessness over the past several months, the cops have been shot, station houses firebombed, but political leaders have stayed silent. Police have continued to be shot at. Monuments are defaced with impunity. It's crazy. And the push to defund police gains traction every day. This is insanity. And what's killing me is the Fairfax elected officials thinks that we're immune from these effects. We are one traffic stop away or drug deal gone bad from absolute mayhem. This anarchy could be coming to a community near you, and we need the cops to stand up for the community and protect our community from this lawlessness and anarchy. It's crazy.
It's beyond crazy. I am so excited, Pat Murray, about what you're doing. Pat Murray with us. He's just has a job and upset about what is going on. He's got a rally tonight at 6:30 in Fairfax City in the town square. Now, where is it exactly? Because it's a pretty big town square. Where is it in Fairfax City?
Sure, it's Old Town Fairfax. It's in the dead center of Fairfax County. We're 6.2 miles within the 406 square miles of Fairfax County.
Right.
It is at the corner of North Street and University Drive. It's very close to George Mason University.
I know just where it is.
Chainbridge Road.
So the corner of North and University.
Correct.
Fairfax City, North and University, right in the center of town. You're going to have a rally. Tom Homan is going to be speaking there. It's at 6:30 tonight. And I encourage anybody, go have dinner and then just go out there. Support our men in blue. Go ahead.
Let me end with this.
Go ahead.
Okay?
Yeah.
The regular people are watching the streets seated to the nitwits and nincompoops with skateboards and spray paint. Right? The people are in their houses looking at the TV in anger or fear, wondering when this madness will stop. Our message and the group of people that are doing this is to get out and do something. There are more regular people like me and you, and we need to band together and show our support for the police and try and stop this madness.
I want to thank you, Pat Murray, for all you do and for your rally tonight that you put together. It's all good, right? It's all good what you're doing. Thank you for what you're doing.
John, thank you very much. Listen, I just want to say one last thing. Distance teaching, not distance learning, right? Learning is the student. It's the teachers that are doing distance teaching. Madness. Information, Back the Blue at Fairfax. Back the Blue Fairfax at gmail.com. Back the Blue Fairfax at gmail.com.
6:30 tonight, Fairfax City. That's at the corner of North and University. Tom Homan will be there. Show support for your law enforcement and for Blue. Check out that rally. And maybe, Pat, this is going to be one rally of many across the country because we need to start punching back here. And we need to show that, yes, we do support the police and what is going on and how they're being mistreated is just horrific. Thank you. John Fredericks Radio Network.